Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Washington State Cougars. Taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Fresno State Bulldogs. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Washington State Cougars offense will get the first swing of the game. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available, but you're not playing with one arm behind your back. You've got all guns blazing.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Fresno State's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look...
And the pass is intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on, this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Back to pass, it's Vatir. A shot toward the end zone. Fires the pass, intercepted.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Using the quick game. They get him down after he makes the catch. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Firing to the right, complete. Fresno State will have to punt it away.
Now, 4th down.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Washington State going quickly.
Ooh, like, listen, I know you've got the completion, and that's what you want. That's the goal, but you don't want your quarterback getting smacked like that repeatedly.
They're trying to get to it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. They go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Just a short pass to the tight end. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by a field goal over Florida. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Running back goes in motion. He's going to pass. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Keene. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. It's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. It is perfect. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone, it's Freeman. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. On third down, going up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
Well, on third down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do?
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. To the air on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Looking to throw, it's Key. Quickly complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Hudson. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Washington State lines up quickly.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Shoots it to the left. Finds a man by himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And they got him for the sack.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
This is a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes a connection. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Looking to pass, it's Keene. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Bulldogs are on the move. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Coming after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab on the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
Fresno State 6.
After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one, as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Washington State will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Pulls it in at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Wide out in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the middle. On target to the left. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. They keep attacking through the air. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Got his man quickly. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Immediately fires to the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Moss. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 6th play of the drive coming up. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're bringing heat. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Between the uprights, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today with major ramifications across the college football landscape. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up 14 over Florida. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Williams. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They try to pop a run on the draw. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The back goes in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to run for it. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Bulldogs are rolling down the field. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop right there. Good pickup is still short of the first down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. The give to the back. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. He wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Quick strike complete. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Keene. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. It's good. Easy call for the ref.
That makes the score. Fresno State is 12. Washington State 7.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left side. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Cougars. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it
Fires and picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to, and as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got an open man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Fires complete on the crosser. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air. It's Mateer. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Washington State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Power football with the run. and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find that he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Wide receiver shows motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This quarterback part of their running game. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 10 over Ole Miss. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Mateer. He's right on target. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Gets it out quickly. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. It's a draw. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves them with 3rd and 3. Washington State going quickly. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal.
24, Fresno State, 19.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Flips it out to the back. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Dropping back, it's Keene. On target. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. A little screen to the running back. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Running back searching for a hole. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Washington State lines up quickly. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. Looking to move it through the air. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your 2nd sack. It's only the 3rd quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
Fresno State will have to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. The Cougars want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Batir. Trying to burn this defensive back. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Washington State will have to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. 1st down here for the offense. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Offense gets set for 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. A 3rd and long coming up here. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's got great speed. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Tempo and overdrive.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd down.
The give on the inside. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Batir. He makes the connection. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Washington State has it all working right now. Hand off from the shotgun. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's got the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Dialing up a second down pass play. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to barge in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. Going for 6. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And this is how I want to operate. Nice job. He catches the football, makes a decision, gets the ball out of his hands, and let his playmaker work. Get the ball to the wide receiver out wide. He'll do the rest. He'll get the touchdown. Nice job being on the same page. Quarterback, wide receiver.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. USC is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply don't see from the men of Troy. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 23 to Penn State.
Quarterback on the keeper.
We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Yes?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Keene. Throwing right. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Washington State going quickly. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys.
31, Fresno State, 19.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. Unloads quickly. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Keene. Unloads to the right. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch past the sticks. Got a lot of running room. The 10. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Washington State 31, Fresno State 26.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now they'll run the draw. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Washington State lines up quickly.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Washington State ready to go with another 1st down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Washington State going back to work on 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And you just get the feeling this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougar! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the misfire now on second down. Looking downfield, it's Keene. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a grab enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And the play will stand, and it's his 4th interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They move the tight end all over. Give to the back. What a cut. Now he's loose. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
So that's going to...